to be able to see my sister. I always refer to Janice as my sister. And those
And
two
what's my
girls,
name? What do you call me?
when I called her but by names that are ours to call. I mean that, but I do want to say that just to be on this campus, it is so inspiring when we arrive. I just look, and not only is it singing, but you can feel the Spirit of God present when you come. It's almost like a theophany that is a visible manifestation of God. And I thank God for it. When Janice asked me to come, it was a fulfillment. Ever since Anthony, little Anthony, passed, he's been in my thoughts. Dee knows this. Very few days, I did not get a call about 7 o'clock in the morning. And Anthony would say, "What you doing?" I'd say, "What everybody should be doing at 7 o'clock in the morning." But that was how my day began. To be very honest with you, he was my president. After Dr. Barber is determined that God had purposed him to leave and was no longer the president of the state in NCP. But the transition from Dr. Barber to Dr. T. Anthony Spearman was seamless. They were so together. They both gave me privilege to be the religious chair of the state of North Carolina for the NAACP. So Dr. Spearman always respected or referenced me as the pastor of the state. And somehow or another it sort of caught hold because everywhere I go throughout the state, they would begin to say, "The pastor has come." I was so really close to him. I could say this after my brother passed. He was my brother. And I felt that. So today is a fulfillment. And I believe in the power of ubiquity. That wherever you are, I am. It's like omnipresence. And he has been present with me. Many of the things I do today, I do because of the inspiration of T. Anthony Spearman. Before he went to be with the Lord, we together had started the Justice Coalition USA. Many times I wanted to close and just stop, but I keep going because that's what T. Anthony would have expected. So the Justice Coalition now is everywhere, from California all the way to Florida. We have members. And just next month, on the 3rd of October, and I'm only telling you this because this is T. Anthony Spearman. I remember he wanted it. So the college students, the HBCUs across this state and all across the nation, we have law students in Louisiana that will be a part of the conference on the 3rd at Reed City in Durham, where we are bringing the college students together to talk about democracy. What is your understanding? What's wrong with it? How can we improve this American experiment? What is it that we do? And so we are excited that Central and A&T, and Shaw, and other schools will be there on the 3rd. But that's T. Anthony. And the reason I'm saying this is because the dead say, "Speak of us, for it is when you speak of us that we live." And I intend to keep him alive.
Yes.
So that's him. And when I had the opportunity to come, he loved the school. You ever been around somebody and they talk so much about something, you just try to find something else to talk about? That's how you had to do with T. Anthony. He loved hood. He loved it, and he taught it. There are two things he liked. I wouldn't even say this, especially being a Catholic, but there are two things he loved. This school, and he loved Omega Psi. And you know how that was, and I had to really just act like I was asleep or something. But he was a great man, and he still lives. I thank God for having had a strong relationship in the effort of justice. Shortly before his death, he was determined to do something to get ex-offenders, those who are incarcerated, another chance. And as a result of his effort, there were more than 50,000 young men who were given a second chance, another chance. And I remember so many times he was standing out in the rain. And he said, "Carter, we gotta go." I said, "T, I'm not gonna stand out there in front of the governor's house all day." But he did. 30 days he stayed by himself. Because he was a person who put his life in jeopardy all the time for the good of the whole. So what little time I have remaining, I want to emulate and try to do my best to make sure that his memory stays alive. So I want you to know I'm so grateful for what you are doing. I'm grateful for Janice. I'm grateful for Anthony for coming here. And I better stop right there. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for what you're doing.